Now, chapter 11. So, as described in this chapter, the great saint Narad Muni, being very compassionate to the demons who had been killed by the demons. Now, what happened in the previous chapter? There was this thing that when Lord Hari appeared, so then after that, what will happen? That demons will start losing the battle. So they will be start dying and getting killed and like that. So after seeing their problem and being very compassionate to the demons who had been killed by the demigods, forbid the demigods. So Narad Muni will come and ask them, please, do go. So forbid the demigods to continue. Then Shukracharya, by his mystic power, renewed the lives of all the demons. Having been graced by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the demigods begin fighting the demons again. Okay, now what happens? So Krishna came, and then by the blessing of Krishna, the demigods begin fighting again with the demons with renewed energy. Because now Krishna is there. King Indra released his thunderbolt against Bali, and then Bali fell. His friend Jambasur attacked Indra, who then cut off Jambasura's head with his thunderbolt. When Narad Muni learned that Jambasura had been killed, he informed Jambasura's relative Namuchi. Narad Muni is doing nice thing here. So he went and he informed his relative Namuchi, Bala, and Paka, who then went to the battlefield. These three were not fighting, but they also came because their relative now died. Okay, so they also went to the battlefield and attacked the demigods. Indra, king of heaven, severed the heads of Bala and Paka and released the weapons known as Pulisha, the thunderbolt, against Namuchi's shoulder. The thunderbolt, however, returned unsuccessful, and thus Indra became moot. At that time, an unseen voice came from the sky. It was Vajra. I think you may be able to remember from the sixth canto, from the Dichi's bones, he got this Vajra, which killed Vritasur. Very powerful Vajra. But this Vajra thunderbolt came back, could not do anything to Namuchi. Such a powerful. So that time when the sky voice from the sky came, the voice declared, a dry or wet weapon cannot kill Namuchi. These demons will ask such kind of tricky uh, boons. Okay, so what was his power that he cannot be killed by whether a dry weapon or a wet weapon. Weapon will be dry or wet. So hearing this voice, Indra began to think of how Namuchi could be killed. Then he then thought of foam. Foam is that, so which is neither moist nor dry. So using a weapon of foam, he was able to kill Namuchi. Thus, Indra and the other demigods killed many demons. Then, at the request of Lord Brahma, Narada went to the demigods and forbade them to kill the demons any longer. All the demigods then returned to their abodes, following the instructions of Narada. Whatever demons remained alive on the battlefield took Bali Maharaj to Ashta mountain, because Bali Maharaj was like dead. There, by the touch of Shukracharya's hand, Bali Maharaj regained his senses and consciousness, and those demons whose heads and bodies had not been completely lost were brought back to life by the mystic power of Shukracharya. Text 1. Sri Shukavacha Ato Sura Pratyuplabdha Chetasa Parasya Pumsa Paryantam Paya Jagnur Shakra Samiranadaya Stana Rane Yair Sahaka Sri Shukavacha Shri Goswami said, Abho, thereafter Sura al Demigods Pratyu Palabdha Chetasa, being enlivened again by revival of their consciousness, Parasya of the Supreme, Pumsa of the personality of God, Parya, Anukamya by the mercy check, began to beat. Vrisham again and again, Shakra, Indra, Samiran, Vayu, Adya, and other Stanatan to those demons. Rane, the fight, Yai by whom? Avisamhata, they were beaten. Pura. Sukha Goswami said, thereafter, by the supreme grace of the supreme person, by the supreme grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Hari, all the demigods headed by Indra and Vayu were brought back to being enlivened. The demigods began severely beating the very same demons who had defeated them. Okay, so now when Krishna came, all they got their life back. Now they started beating the same demons who beat them back earlier. Okay, वैरोचनाय संरब्धो भगवान पाकशासनः उद्यच्छद् यदा वज्रं प्रजाः येति चक्षुः. Vairochanaya, unto Bali Maharaj, just to kill him, Samrabha, Samrabha, being very angry, Bhagavan, the most powerful Pakasasana, Udyaksha, took in his hand Yada at this time, Vajram, the thunderbolt Praja, alas, he thus became Krishna. When the most powerful Indra became angry and took his thunderbolt in hand to kill Maharaj Bali, demons began lamenting, alas, alas. वज्रपाणिस्तम आहेदम तिरस्कृत्य पुरस्थितम मनस्विनं संपन्नं विचरन्तं महामृदे. Vajrapani, Indra, who always carries in his hand the thunderbolt, come unto Bali Maharaj, addressed them this way. Tirakshritya, chastising him, Purastam, standing before him. Manasvinam, very sober and tolerant, Susampannam, well equipped with paraphernalia for fighting. Vicharantam, moving Mahamrde on the great battlefield. Sober and tolerant and well equipped with paraphernalia for fighting. Bali Maharaj moved before Indra on the great battle. King Indra, who always carries the thunderbolt in his hand, reviewed Bali Maharaj as follows. Natvan Muda Maya Mayeshan and Jigishasi Jitwa Balan Nivatabchan Nato Harati Tathan. Natvat, like a cheater or fraud. Muda, you rascal. Mayavi, by exhibiting Maya Ishan unto the demigods who can control all such manifestations. Jigishasi, you are trying to become victorious. Jitwa, conquering balance, small children. Nivat Akshan, by binding the eyes. Nataha, a cheater, Harati takes away Tat Dhanam, the property, the position of a child. Indra said, O rascal, as a cheater sometimes binds the eyes of a child and takes away his possession. You are trying to defeat us by displaying some mystic power, although you know that we are the master of the such mystic power. Now Indra is saying this. They were defeated almost. They were morose completely because Bali Maharaj's power. Now he's speaking so much because he knows backside of me Krishna is there. Because he knows Krishna is protecting me. He can speak. Okay. There is a nice question. Very nice. Okay. So, achha, there are two questions. Is Sukracharya Mayavadi who seeks the oneness of the Lord? No, Sukracharya is not Mayavadi as such. Okay, Sukracharya is actually the guru of demons. He got this uh, position, like this responsibility to take care of the demons. Even actually, even he believes in God also. So there is a nice sloka spoken by Sukracharya, which will come in this story only last when Bali Maharaj will be sent back, sent down to the Sutal by Vaman Dev. Okay, that time. So that will come. I'll tell you. But it's very wonderful story. And second question is really very good one. And Bali Maharaj is one of the Mahajans. Then why is he on the side of humans? Okay, so this thing will come soon. Okay, so you will get answer. Still, if you don't get, then let me again remind me. I'll answer. Okay? But in future verses and chapters, it will come because the Bali Maharaj thing is not going to complete now. It will go till many chapters now, and now Vaman Avatar also will come. So you will understand why is it that. Okay, so hold on for that. But your question is really good. So text 5. आरुरुक्षन्ति मायाभिः उत्सिष्यपसन्ति ये दिगुम तान दस्युन विप्नोम्याज्ञान पूर्व स्माच पदादध Arurachanti persons with that come to the upper system Mayavi by superficial power of the advancement of science. Utashishra Pasanti or want to be liberated by such false attempts. Yes, such persons who live the higher planet system and Swargaloka, Tan such rocks and ruffians, Dasyun, such thieves, Vidunomi, I forced to go down, Agyan, rascal, Purva, Pasmar, previous Cha, also Padat from the twice position, Pada, down. Those fools and rascals who want to ascend to the upper planetary system by mystic power or mechanical means, or who endeavor to cross even the upper planets, achieve the spiritual world or liberation, I cause to descend to the lowest region of the universe. Vendra is saying that you are creating such kind of Maya and trying to cheat us, and the fools and rascals who want to ascend the upper planetary system by mystic power or mechanical means, or who endeavor to cross even the upper planets and achieve the spiritual or liberation, I cause to descend to the lowest region of the universe. So anybody tries to occupy my planet, I will send them down. So because Krishna is there backside, that's why he is speaking. Anyway, Indra is also very nice devotee, and he is also very powerful. But still, the point here is the here the pastime is such a way because Indra is speaking in so confidence because he knows Krishna is there to protect. There are undoubtedly different planetary systems for different persons, as it is in Bhagavad Gita. Urdhvam gachanti sattvastha. Person, so for every type of personality, there is a different planetary system. The persons in the mode of goodness can go to the upper planets. Those in the upper planet like Janaloka, Tapaloka, Mahaloka, some part of Svargaloka, like those in the mode of darkness and passion, Rajumana, however, are not allowed to enter the higher planets. The word Devam refers to the higher planets as Svargaloka. Svargaloka, Satoguna lives there. Indra, the king of the higher planetary system, has the power to push down any conditioned soul attempting to go from the lower to the higher planet without proper qualification. If somebody is trying to go in the higher planet system without having qualification to enter into the higher planet system, then Indra will push them down. Okay, there was one demon. He tried, but Indra pushed him. He is hanging in between now, ulta, upside down. Okay. So now further Prabhupada is writing that the modern attempt to go to the moon is also an attempt by inferior men to go to Swargaloka by artificial means. The moon is also the part of Swargaloka, Swara. Okay, moon is also one of the planet in the Swargaloka. So nobody can go there without having the qualification to enter inside the moon. So moon is like the Earth is an earthly planet. Like mainly here, most of the things are like Earth is prominent. Similarly, moon is a watery planet. There, water is prominent, like icy planet. Okay. So the living entities here are having a body which is prominently Earth made of Earth. So similarly, living entities on the moon, they are prominently made of ice, water. But there are many other qualifications to enter inside the moon. So people, scientists or whoever, they are trying to enter by mechanical means, by artificial means. They are not actually able to enter inside the moon. So nobody, when this discussion was going on, they asked, where are they going? That we don't know where are they going. So, but it may be that by artificial means one can reach till the border of that Swargaloka. So in Swargaloka, there are many planets. So any of the planets they can go and they can see from distance. But when they want to enter, they need permission from inside people. Okay. So when they get permission, then only. So moon is the ruler. Soma is the ruler in the moon planet. So if Soma allows, then they can enter. Otherwise, so like that. Okay. This attempt cannot be successful. From this statement of Indra, it appears that anyone attempting to go to the higher plane system by mechanical means, which are here called Maya, is condemned to go to the hellish and the lower portion of the universe. So, Devatas and Swargaloka residents, if they don't want somebody to come inside, they'll push him in such a way so that he will go to hell. To go to the higher planetary system, one needs sufficient good qualities. A simple person situated in the mode of ignorance and addicted to drinking, eating, and illicit sex will never enter the higher planets of mechanical by mechanical. So forget about a person who is engaged in drinking, intoxication, eating, illicit sex, gambling. All those sinful people will never enter inside the heavenly planet. Okay? For them, only hell is ready. सोऽहं दुर्मायिनस्तेद्य वज्रेण शतपर्वणा शिरो हरिष्ये मन्दात्मन् घटस्वज्ञातिभिः सह सः I am the same powerful person I Durmaina of you who can perform so much regularly with reason they of you Adyakte Vajrena by the thunderbolt Shat Pravana which are hundreds of sharp edges Shira the head Harishya I shall separate Manda Atman O you with a pure fund of knowledge Gataswa just try to exist on this battlefield Gyat Isa with your relatives and assistants. So today so okay any connected to previous verse this moon and all this Vedic cosmology you want to understand, like where is sun, all those things you want to understand, and who can enter, who cannot. So from the Bhagavatam point of view, or from the other Puranas, Vedic point of view, then there is a book called Bhagavad Cosmology. That book you can refer, read, so you will get the full idea. This is like that. Okay. So here you will get everything, all the things in great detail. Okay. Taken from the fifth canto of Srimad. So today Indra is further saying to Bali Maharaj that today with my thunderbolt which has hundreds of sharp edges, I the same powerful person shall sever your head from your body. Although you can produce so much jugglery with reason, you are endowed with a poor fund of knowledge. Now try to exist on this battlefield with your relatives and friends. Okay. So he's saying today I will cut your head. Let me see how you can you can go back. Try to exist on this battlefield with your relatives and friends. Today I'll teach everybody. So okay, I think we can just stop here. Bali. So this is actually the verbal fight between Indra and Bali Maharaj. Two more shlokas I wanted to take today till 9, but no problem. 7, 8, 9, three more shlokas. Tomorrow we can. Thank you so much. Shri Prabhupada, Ki Jai, Janata Jnata. Is there any question for today? Okay, no question. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Shri Prabhupada, Ki Jai, Janata Jnata. Jai Anand Koti Vaishnav. Ki Jai.